One of our two teams is going to the Super Bowl next year. Find out which one it is next. Spoiler alert, they don't wear blue.
Yo, welcome back to the Last Second Sports, where we giving our take down to the last second. It's your boy Rad out here in Rip City, Portland, Oregon, repping them Detroit Lions. Y'all already know it's us versus everybody. But hey, I got that guy on the East Coast, the worst coast. My main man J Nate repping them San Fran 49ers. What's happening, Brody?
Hey, man, you know what? We were just on very briefly for the draft last week, but it feels we have had no consistency with us two. I'm glad that you're finally moved, you're finally settled in, which means we get to do this every week. We're now doing it on Wednesdays, which means the call-in show, if you're looking for open mic, is now going to be on Thursdays. No big deal, just one night off. But I'm happy to be back doing this with my main man, Rad. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm talking with my guy, talking sports. We about to talk about our teams. My team had a better draft, but we'll get into it. My team's going to have a better record. My team's going to have a better record. We'll get into it. I wish we were meeting again in week one because we would get into it and we would get the W. And yeah, shout out to my guy, Dose of Dion. Appreciate y'all tapping in.
You don't wish that.
He's backing me up. Clear. Dose is backing me up.
You don't wish that. I promise. All right, let's jump right into it. Let's jump into your draft thoughts. Lions did have a good draft. I thought you guys had a very good draft. Now, I know that they didn't trade back a million times and get a million picks like Rad would have liked to, but just overall, how did you feel about that draft from the Lions? What were some of your favorite picks?
Favorite picks? It would have to be, I liked pretty much all of the picks. The Aiden Hutchinson pick, we had to make that one. I liked it. I respect it. He's a good player. We needed a edge pass rusher. He's good against the run and pass. Now, the Jameson Wilson pick caught me by surprise. I would have never thought in a million years we would have traded up to get the best receiver, arguably the best receiver in the draft. Kid's a burner, put up good numbers. He's played at a high level. Besides, if he didn't have the ACL injury, he would have been the top receiver to come off the board. That's facts there. Now, the Josh Pascal pick kind of surprised me. I was thinking we're going to go linebacker a little earlier, but I'm not mad at Brad Holmes in D.C. for continuing to build up the trenches because I think that's where the game is won. If you can control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, you got a good chance of winning some football games. And for us to get another D lineman who's versatile, who can play the 5, the 7, even the 3. I don't see him much as an edge rusher, but he's pretty versatile. He's really good at stunts, slants. He's heavy-handed. He stops. He was graded off the number one pass versus the run, PFF against the run out of defensive end. So I do like that. Then to land my guy at pick 97, Kirby Joseph, I was in love with that one. Because even in my mocks, that's where I had him go. I had us taking him. He's fits the scheme day one. Let's go PFF. He was the highest graded coverage safety in the draft.
Was he in your top 5 safeties? And if he wasn't, why was he not? I don't remember.
I can't remember. Was he? I think he was either 5 or he was like an honorable mention, to be honest.
Okay.
Super long, 6'8" wingspan. I think that's very huge to have. In any position, if you got a good long wingspan, that's going to help you in football or in any sport, to be honest. He does need to work on his tackling somewhat. I think that's probably his downfall. Tight end pick. The kid from VTech, James Mitchell, just another, receiving tight end. I'm not mad at that. We're not asking him to come block, but if, TJ Hockenson does go down, he can come help us as far as catching the football. Oh, Lord, my bad. I don't know why that just clicked off. One of my favorite picks was Malcolm Rodriguez in the 6th pick. I think if it wasn't for his size and his arm length, he could have been a day 2 guy. Now his tape is great. His tape is up there with some of the linebackers that went ahead of him as far as tape. Had 400 tackles, 4-year starter at Oklahoma State. He's very instinctive. You missed me talking about my Detroit Lions, who's going to make the playoffs and possibly win the Super Bowl. But anyways, let me get back on track. Malcolm Rodriguez, he's a very instinctive linebacker. He finds his way to the football. He's really good at sifting through the linemen. He does have short arms. That's probably going to hurt him. I would say let's, trying to make a tackle. Some guy running through the hole, you try to reach out and get a hands on him. He may miss it, things like that. But I like him in pass coverage. He's from the Big 12. So to play in the Big 12, you got to be able to stop the pass somewhat because that's a passing conference there. I like the kid. I thought that was one of the steals of the draft just because he failed because he was 5'11", 230 something, 232, I believe. He had 37 bench press. He's a stud. We got us to HBCU. Shout out to the HBCUs. We got James Houston from Jackson State, Deion Sanders, defensive end. He also played off-ball linebacker at Florida. I think he's good. He brings versatility. He can rush the passer or he can play off-ball. I don't know where he's going to fit in yet, but I do like the pick. He's an athlete. The last pick, I really didn't like. Chase Lucas out of Arizona State. I think that was a waste of pick because I don't think the kid's going to make the team. He may make the practice squad, but he's not going to make the 53-man roster, so I don't know why we wasted that pick when Carson Strong was sitting there. Now, had this been me, Rad Holmes, I would have took Carson Strong with that pick. Why bring in a corner who he's not going to be better than our 4th or 5th corner, so why even bring him in?
I heard Carson Strong has some serious knee issues. He's
got some knee issues, but at the same time, let's say Carson Strong pans out. He could have came in and been a cheap backup quarterback. Even if we keep Jared Goff, he could have been a cheap backup. He might end up taking a spot. You never know. Carson Strong's not a bad quarterback, but yeah, there was some lingering knee issues and things like that. Had it been Rad Holmes, I would have took Carson Strong instead of Chase Lucas with that 7th pick. It would have been a win-win. We get a cheap backup, a solid quarterback. We can get rid of the other cats we got backing up Jared Goff, and he may come in and push Jared Goff. That's probably the only pick I didn't like was the 7th round pick. I think it was a wasted pick because he's not going to push he's not going to push Jerry Jacobs, AJ Parker. I don't know who he's going to push out the door. But great.
I'm going to give it an A. What about some of the UDFAs that you guys got? Did you get anybody good? You think it was an A draft. Okay. All right.
It was definitely an A draft.
Okay.
We brought in a couple linemen on the UDFA. I can't think of anybody else off there. Nobody just really popped to me. We got my guy Josh Johnson. I do like that. The wide receiver from University of Tulsa. Good route runner. Oh, I don't know what's going on, but that was I did like him because I was actually mocking him to us in the 6th and 7th round when I was doing mocks. The receiver Johnson out of University of Tulsa. But the draft, I'm going to give an A. Only bad pick, I think, was that 7th round. I would have took a chance on Carson Strong right there. Or even Justin Ross, bringing another receiver. I just wouldn't have taken him because I don't see him making the team at all. Go Lions.
I feel it. You got that McDonald's Wi-Fi. That's pretty dope. Hopefully your team's better at drafting than you are putting together Wi-Fi in your new place. Steve-O says, hey, Rad, do you think Jerry Jacobs was going to make the team last season? We never know till we see the team play. Oh, we lost him. He's a goner. It's over for Rad. All right. Well, listen, while he's doing that, I'll get into some of the 49er stuff. And I'm curious to see what his take is on some of these 49er picks, because you've heard me talk about what the 49ers need to do. Hold on. Let me change this up. I cannot roll like this. Can't do it. Can't win with them. Hold on a second. Here we go. Let's do this. All right. We'll just make it easy. All right. So you've heard me talk about some of the 49er picks. You've heard me talk about Samuel Womack. Now, Womack, the reason that I like him is because of the speed. He's around 5'10", 5'9", 5'10"-ish, about $185. His frame fits the nickel cornerback position really, really well. So for me, I love that because I don't think that there is a clear-cut nickel on this team. Let's see if Rad's back with us. Are you back with us, Rad, or are you frozen?
I'm back.
Oh, okay. Because you looked frozen. I'm not going to lie. So I was just talking about some of the. Actually, let me ask you this question because this was one of them. It says, "Hey, Rad, did you think Jerry Jacobs was going to make the team last season?" He's saying that because we never know until we see him play. Did you think Jerry Jacobs would make the team last season? Golly, this guy's Wi-Fi. Your McDonald's Wi-Fi is hilarious. Here, let's do this. Let me remove him again. Let me do this. All right. So getting back to Sam, I'm gonna third time's a charm. I'm gonna see if I can get that answered out of him, if he can get his Wi-Fi fixed. Um, but anyway, so to me, Sam Womack is certainly a guy that I think could play nickel. Now, it really does come down to what San Francisco is going to do with Emmanuel Mosley, because I think a lot of us have this assumption that Mosley certainly can kick in to the nickel spot. That would be great, right? Imagine you either have Ambry Thomas or a healthy Verrett on the outside. You have Travarius Ward as the number one corner. If that works, that would be ideal. But if E-Man is slotted to start at that other cornerback position, then they still need a nickel corner, right? We talk about safety a lot, but we don't talk about that nickel corner spot. And in today's league, you're playing three corners almost all the time. So who can fit in that third corner spot if it's not going to be E-Man? Well, I think you've got to look at guys like Darquez Denard, who did play that a little bit last year. He's on the team. You've got Diamador Lenore, who's always a possibility, fellow Oregon Duck. But you've got this kid, Samuel Womack, who I think really could come in and steal that job. You're looking at a kid that in his conference for 3 years in a row led the conference in pass breakups. Last year, I believe he had 17 pass breakups, right? And he labeled himself as, oh, there you go. He labeled himself as a press man corner, which is exactly what fits the needs of San Francisco. And when you look at who they've been bringing in, whether it's Verrett that they brought back, whether it's Charvarius Ward, whether it's Ambry Thomas that they drafted last year, and now this kid in Womack, the future is press man corner. There we go. Rad doing a live stream. Make it easy.
Oh, that goes fed. Hey, man, you know, my internet, my internet's as good as y'all draft was.
Hey, let's hold on. Let's talk about it. So I was just going over one of my favorite picks, which is Sam Womack. I think he could be a pretty good nickel corner. They got him super, super late. So I was talking through that. What do you think of the 49ers draft? What do you like it? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it?
Honestly, I didn't see too much. Only pick that stuck out to me was y'all running back. I don't know why y'all drafted another running back. And I want to say, it was y'all second pick? Was it? No, it was the second pick because y'all went with Drake Jackson, right? Out of USC.
Yeah, Drake Jackson.
Yes.
Yep.
Solid pick. And then y'all double back and went and took another running back. And I just thought last year, y'all took the kid from Ohio State in the 4th round. Y'all also have, who's the kid that popped? Y'all had another rookie that popped last year at running back. Was he a rookie or
Elijah Mitchell?
He popped. It's like y'all already got like 3 or 4 running backs. Why waste that high of a pick? Y'all second pick in the draft on a running back instead of going to get a safety or a DB or beefing up the trenches. I just don't get why y'all went and got running back one more time. And then y'all turned down some Debo trades. Like, I don't know if it's John Lynch. I don't know who's calling the shots over there, but they on bath salts.
Well, I'm glad you said it about the running back pick because I agree. It just didn't make any sense to me. Now, taking a running back is certainly a need. They did need to draft a running back, and I mocked a running back every single time to San Francisco, but I didn't mock it until round 4 or later, usually round 5, and I always ended up with Ty Chandler, who I thought would be great. The other issue that I have with that pick is that Ty Davis Price, the running back at LSU that they selected, is that he's not really any different from anything they have, right? It's not like they got a one cut and go speedster like a Raheem Mostert. They went and got a power back. You kind of already have that on the team in multiple areas. So to me, I didn't get it either. I'm glad that another fan base looks at it and says, I don't like that so much either. But outside of that, I love the Drake Jackson pick. I think
Good pick.
very raw, but with Kasarik could absolutely reach his full potential. And opposite of Bosa, I think that is huge. And then my guy, you've heard me talk about this man for almost 2 full years.
Brock Purdy.
You know I love me some Brock Purdy. Yes, he was Mr. Irrelevant, but I love and it's funny because almost every one of my mocks, last pick of the draft, who did I take? Brock Purdy. So I'm glad that the 49ers did it. I love Brock Purdy. I really do. I think that he could be a really good long-term backup for the 49ers. So I love that pick. And then some of the undrafted free agents. My favorite one is Donovan West, Arizona State center. This is a guy that a lot of people for a long time had been mocking to the 49ers in round 3 or round 4. If Mac doesn't come back, or even if Mac does come back, they need a future center. Donovan West, I think, can fit that mold. To get him as a UDFA, I think was absolutely massive for this team. So all in, I'm going to give the 49ers a B, maybe a B minus. That one running back pick is lost on me, but the rest of it, I really didn't have an issue with at all.
About as good as my internet. B minus.
I don't think your internet's a B. I think that's a solid F. Yeah.
F, I'm here.
You've lagged out twice.
I'm here.
You've lagged out twice.
Oh, I'm here. I would give it a B minus.
Yeah, I hope you actually freeze out right in the middle of you talking right now. I think that would be hilarious.
That's
not
rude.
A B minus.
That's rude.
Just saying that's the way I take it. All right. Before we get to the power rankings for these NFL teams, Debo Samuel could have been a Lion on draft night. Now, y'all offered some BS. Let's be clear about that. That was a horrible offer, but you did offer for Debo Samuel, which I thought was pretty interesting.
32nd and 66, right?
That's a terrible offer.
You're getting the first and the third. You're getting the late first, high third.
Terrible offer.
You know what? Look,
that on the point chart was way lower than anything else that was offered for any of those other wide receivers. It was a terrible offer.
I'm so happy y'all declined it. So happy because I think Jameson brings a different element than Debo. Debo's a great receiver. I don't think Debo can take the top off.
What did you end up trading for to get up and get Jameson? What did you end up trading?
32, 34, and 66 for the 12th and 46. So we moved up 20 spots in the first and moved back 12 spots in the second. And we lost the third.
Hold on a second. So 32, 34, and 66?
66 for the 12th and 46. Somebody over on Last Second Dose did the trade chart. We came out like 200 or 300 points ahead on the trade chart.
Okay. So what if you had made that same trade for Debo, but you'd gotten 61 instead of 40 something? You would have rather done what you did.
I still would have rather taken Jameson because he can take the top off of defense. That speed. Debo's a great player. Let me touch on this. So no disrespect to Debo, but he's not taking the top off of defense like Jameson will. And just by adding Jameson on our team, safeties have to back up. We add Debo to the team. It's not like the safeties got to respect him taking us, going deep, opening up, running 9 routes and things like that. He brings a different element than Jameson because he's a wide back. Okay, he can be a running back or receiver. I love his run after the catch. He sets the tone for an offense and things like that. But as adding Jameson to the offense, he helps us in 2 areas. Obviously, the pass game and the run game. Now we got DJ Chark on one side, who's a 6'4" burner. Then you add Jameson, who's a 6'1", 6'2" burner, who's faster than Chark. The defense instantly has to back up. So now, and we're a run first team. Swift and Jamal Williams can just have a lighter box. We're not stacked. We're not going running against 8 men in a box anymore. It's 7-on-7. Let's make it happen. That's why he's younger also, and he's cheaper. We bring in Debo. Now we got to worry about getting him re-signed, $25 million a year, when we got this receiver on a rookie contract with the 5th-year option. I'd rather go that route. That's the route I would rather go. They bring 2 different elements. Even though Debo's an all-pro receiver, I'm not saying nothing disrespectful to Debo. I think it's better we went this route, get the younger guy, the faster guy. Yeah, he hasn't played it down in the NFL, but he did have a good college career. He played at Bama, a high-level school. He's played in some big games and he put up big stats. And everybody knows he was one of the fastest players in this
Does
draft.
he remind you of anybody in the NFL?
I would probably say he's bigger than Deshaun Jackson, but I like how he takes the top off the defense, and he has run after the catch ability better than D-Jack. Right now, I can't just think of. Let me think of just a burner who can also get some yak for you. I mean, he's bigger than Tyreek. No, I can't give him the. I'm gonna go like a mixture of Tyreek and Deshaun Jackson. That's what I would say. He can run every route in the route tree. He attacks the ball well. Good hands, good run after the catch, and he supposedly runs like a high 4.2 40. If it wasn't for the ACL injury, he would have been the first receiver taken off the board.
That's true. Jamal actually brings up a great point. He says Debo is much more of a deep threat than people want to give him credit for. Y'all will see this year with the QB that can actually make throws down the field. That's true.
Debo can do it all, but Debo ain't known for his speed. Debo is known for his toughness, his run after the catch.
But to be fair, he's known for that because Jimmy can't throw more than 20 yards downfield. Like when your quarterback is limiting you, then that's a big deal. If you watch Debo in college, he was a deep threat. He actually was very different. He was like the one, you take a slant over the middle, he was gone, turns on the burners. He was a deep threat, making one-handed grabs all over the place. He was a much different player than what you see in the NFL based off of what the 49ers need him to do because Jimmy's atrocious. Buns. And I agree with Jamal.
Grade A buns.
He's definitely grade A buns. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, I like Williams. I think you guys made a really good pick. If the 49ers had traded up and there was a receiver there and traded Debo, I would have loved to have gotten Jameson Williams. But you don't know for sure if he's going to pan out in the NFL. You really don't. Sure, he's got all the tools, all those things, but he ain't Debo. And he won't be Debo for a long time. He'll probably never be Debo. He'll be Jameson,
we don't know that.
And maybe that'll be good, but he's not going to be Debo. We know that. So
I think they're two different types of players.
For sure. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, right? He can be Jameson, and Jameson can be a top 10 wide receiver in this league, but we know that Debo is a top 2 or 3 weapon, if not the best.
He's different. Debo's a different animal.
But yeah, I'm happy too. I'm happy that Debo stayed. Like, let's be clear about that. Debo is an all-pro. Debo is a difference maker. He really sets a tone for this team. I've said it many times. If the 49ers were a college program, he's the guy that you would send to meet with your recruits so that you can set the tone and let them know, hey, this is what it's like to be a San Francisco 49er. Debo would be that guy. So I am very happy that Debo stayed. No question about it. All right, let's get into these power rankings. We did this about a month and a half ago. We did it well before the draft, Rad. But now it's time to do it again because the drafts happen, right? And these teams, for the most part, are pretty damn set. So I think we're going to try it this way. There we go. I think that's probably... Let's see. Hold on a second. And that's definitely not it. We definitely don't want to do that. All right.
Hey, shout out to the chat. We appreciate y'all tapping in.
Absolutely.
Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe.
All right. Let's do this a little bit different. Let's go division by division and pick division winners. We don't have to go 1 through 4 in each division, but let's pick who we think the division winners are going to be in each division. Okay. And we'll be able to move those up to at least playoff aspirations, and then we can build this off of that. Does that sound good?
I'm with you.
Okay. Let's get it. So let's start with probably the toughest division to figure out, the AFC West. Who do you think wins that division?
I'm going to go Denver.
Denver. Okay. All right.
Denver.
I don't have an
good
issue.
Good defense. They have a good defense, dual running game, and I want to stay, in my opinion, still a top 5 quarterback. If you want to bend a little bit, a top 10 quarterback and dangerous. So I've got to go Denver. Who you going with, AFC West?
I'm going Chargers. I think the Chargers are the best team in that division. I said it last year. I said that I said last year was the last year that Kansas City would own that division, and going forward would be the Chargers. Now, obviously, the AFC West has changed pretty drastically, but I think the Chargers have also upgraded
They
as
gotten
well.
better.
So
They look good.
I think the Chargers, for me, that's where I'm putting my money. All right, let's go AFC South. Who do you have winning that division? And why is it the Colts?
Okay, yeah, I'm my bad. I'm playing through the teams in the AFC South. It's the Colts. It is the Colts. Good offensive line. One of the top 3 running back. They added a veteran in Matt Ryan. He's going to be an upgrade over Carson Wentz. They also brought in another receiver. I think Alec Pierce from Cincinnati to go with Pittman. Defense is solid. I'm going Indy.
Okay. Let's go.
You got Indy also?
Yeah, I got Indy. Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. Let's go AFC East.
Ooh.
There's only one right answer. Let's stop messing around.
Oh, I'm thinking AFC North. I'm sitting here staring at Baltimore and thinking Baltimore, Cincy, or Cleveland.
You're
Miami might be tough,
challenged, bro. Just like
Miami.
Wi-Fi's challenge.
Miami might be tough too. I don't know. I mean,
no, they got.
I'm going Miami.
Line is Tua or Josh Allen, the best quarterback in the NFL. That's
I gotta go
the options.
Inside of Buffalo and Miami, I could go Buffalo until I see what Miami does. Okay, I could agree with Buffalo.
Okay, all right. Let's go AFC North.
Nice little pieces,
AFC North, you got the Steelers, the Ravens, the Browns, all them. Who are you picking there? See, this one's tough for me because
Baltimore had a really good draft, but then Cincy, defending AFC champs. Cleveland brought in Deshaun Watson.
But we don't know if he's going to be suspended, right? And how long is he going to be suspended for, Watson? That's the other tough part.
If Deshaun Watson's not suspended, I'm going Cleveland. Then I'm probably going to have to take Baltimore, bro. I'm going Baltimore. Just because I don't know what's up with Deshaun Jackson. If it's not Deshaun Watson. If Watson was back, I'm going Cleveland. But give me Baltimore. I'm going to take Baltimore.
Okay.
They had too many pieces. Linderbaum, Kyle Hamilton. Ajabo's got to sit out a year with the Achilles. They had a really good draft.
They did have a good draft.
So I'm going Baltimore.
I'm going Cincy. Cincy added as well. They got much better where they needed to. Really, it was the offensive line. They went and improved that. I got to go Bengals. So I'm going to roll with the Bengals. All right, let's switch over to the NFC. Let's go. We want to keep our divisions for last. So let's go NFC South. Do we agree Tampa, right? Is that
100% Tampa.
All right. Let's go NFC East. This one's interesting. I think
it's out of Philly or Dallas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm going to go. Oh, I think Philly had a solid draft too. Cowboys,
they got AJ Brown.
And they had a good draft. Good Lord. I don't know if Philly's right there yet, though, because Dallas went undefeated in the division last year.
They also picked up that big boy from Georgia, I think. And
they got Devontae Wyatt.
Cox.
They got Devontae Wyatt and Nakobe Dean. No, not Devontae Wyatt. They got Jeremy Davis, the big boy. Yeah, Jeremy Davis.
Him Nakobe next to Fletcher Dean. Cox.
Ooh.
I think Dallas has gotten worse too. I don't think Dallas.
AJ Brown. What? Go Philly.
I agree, man. I think Philly wins that division. I think Philly does. Okay, let's go NFC North.
Detroit.
Okay, so Green Bay. Green Bay again.
Detroit.
Right. Let's go NFC West.
I said Detroit.
It's the Wi-Fi again. Damn, dude.
No, it's definitely not the Wi-Fi. The Lions.
Can y'all hear Rad?
They can hear me.
I can't hear him. Anyways,
they can hear me. Right. My boy's clapping.
NFC West.
You know what it is. Detroit. Y'all got us messed up, bro. Real talk. You're gonna put some respect on our name. You know what? It's okay. This time next year, I want our respect.
You're not
Real
even the
talk.
second best team in that division, Rad.
You're smoking dope.
No, I'm not. The Vikings are better than you.
You're smoking big dope.
I'm not.
You are.
The Vikings are better than the Lions.
100%, bro.
I know, 100%.
We got
Vikings
a
are
top
better
10
than the
receiving
Lions.
core. We already got a top 10 offensive line. Defense didn't improve. We got one of the better coaching staffs. Y'all are tripping.
Y'all don't have a top 10 receiving
Okay,
core.
I can give that. We don't have a top 10 receiving core. You're smoking bath salts. You are.
You guys are 1 year away. You guys are 1 year away from being able to win that division, I think.
Like, okay, Green Bay I can give you just because they got AR-12, but you're not about to sit here and tell me Minnesota's better than Detroit. And we split with them last year 1-1. We should have actually we should have went 2-0 against Minnesota. We came down to a game-winning field goal, and we was playing with Walmart cashiers in our secondary. We was playing with Walmart cashiers everywhere on our team, and we split with Minnesota. Now we didn't got better in the offseason. You gonna tell me Minnesota's better than us? You're smoking big dope. Another year under the same scheme, same coaching staff. I'm not going for Minnesota.
If you want,
Green Bay,
can make a bet.
Green Bay, I can give you because they got AR-12. But you're not about to sit here and tell me Minnesota when we split with them and we was playing with Walmart cashiers. No, I'm not going for it.
You don't wear jerseys. I don't really wear jerseys either.
I'm not going for it.
Let's do a hoodie bet.
We could do whatever.
Do a hoodie bet.
We can do whatever.
Lions
we'll be
Minnesota,
better than Minnesota.
Whoever has a better record.
We'll be better than Minnesota. You know, but I'm not giving you. I'll give you Green Bay, but I'm not giving you Minnesota, bro. No, we split with them.
Minnesota.
We split with them with some poo putts on the field.
And
now all our gangsters is coming back from injury and our draft, and we did solid in free agency. Nah, bro, I'm not going for it.
All right, we got a hoodie bet on it. Hoodie bet.
Yeah, we do a hoodie bet.
$100 limit hoodie bet. All right,
I'm not going for it.
Okay,
you're very disrespectful tonight.
So we agree Green Bay then, right?
I don't want to. I'm not agreeing with
give me
anything.
Green Bay.
I'm not. I don't even want to agree with nothing you just said.
All right, Green Bay. NFC
Move
West.
On. NFC West, Seattle.
I mean, that just doesn't even make any sense.
Seattle.
That makes zero sense. Now you're all in your feelings.
No, because you're disrespectful. And I'm tired of everybody disrespecting. I'm tired of everybody disrespecting the Lions, bro. Y'all gonna put some respect on our name. We're on Hard Knocks this year, damn it. Excuse my French. But I'm worked up.
A good sign. It's always a good sign.
I'm worked up.
I think
for real though, NFC West. NFC West, the Rams. I'm going to Rams. NFC West. I'll be real. Okay. I'm gonna say the Rams.
Okay. I think the 49ers are the better team, but
oh gosh, here we go.
So there we go. We've got that built around playoff aspirations. So out of these teams, which teams can we move up to Super Bowl hopes?
The Lions.
They're not in this tier, but that was a good effort. A for effort. Out of these teams, the Lions are not present. Which teams can we move up to Super Bowl hopes?
Man, you just disrespectful, bro. I'm serious, man. I'm low key hot. I really am.
I know. I can tell you're very flustered right now.
I am, man. Like I don't even want to talk no more. Like I'm upset.
We made a bet. There's nothing to talk about. We've already made the bet.
Are better than y'all. Man, look. The Rams. I don't know. I'm upset, man. You got me messed up. Go sit here and say the damn Vikings. Where we at? Super Bowl aspirations, or what are we talking about? Champ material.
I feel like, to be real, outside of the Eagles and maybe the Packers, I really could put any one of these teams up in Super Bowl hopes.
I'm not sold on the Colts yet. I'm not going Colts.
Yeah, okay, I agree with the Colts. I'm not going Colts. Fair. That's fair. But Buffalo, Baltimore, Cincy was just there. Obviously, we've still got Tom
Rams. Brady. And I'd say San Fran also.
Okay, so those teams are Super Bowl hopes. All right. So out of these teams,
what just happened?
You're good. I can hear you.
Go ahead. I'm with you.
All right. Out of these teams, who is championship material?
Rams.
Can we let's go Buffalo? Do we think Buffalo is? I do. I think Buffalo is the best team in the AFC.
Let's see, I don't. I think the best team in the AFC is out of like Baltimore, Cincy, And the Broncos, Denver. Denver, bro.
You think Denver?
That run game, that receiving core, they already had a good defense. They had a Nick Bonito pass rusher, Randy Gregory pass rusher. Secondary was already top tier. O-line was top tier. They was just really missing a quarterback, and you just get dangerous. I gotta go Denver. I'm going Denver.
Okay. I think Buffalo. You think Denver. I think that's fair. All right. NFC. Which team do you want?
Where's Kansas City? Where's Kansas City?
We didn't have them picking. We're going to get to the rest of the teams. We're just trying to build this out based off the teams we had winning divisions. Like, you didn't have them winning the division, did you? Did you have Kansas City win the division?
No, I didn't have them winning the division.
I didn't either. So they're not in this conversation yet. They certainly could move up as we go through these teams. But as of now, I'm just trying to get the top 2 filled out, and then we can start working with the rest. So who's your teams in the NFC? Who do you think?
Rams and Tampa.
I really don't think the Rams are it. I agree with Tampa. I really do think Tampa's for sure there. Like, we agree on that. Let me tell you why I don't think the Rams are it, and you can tell me if you agree or not. So the Rams were 3 points better than a Jimmy Garoppolo-led San Francisco 49er team. Okay. The 49ers are, at the very least, let's say Trey Lance isn't quite ready to be that guy yet, right? Which I think is fair, right? Year 1 starting. At the very least, he helps the 49ers do what they do best, which is run the ball, because he can also run the ball. So you've got that. They've improved on defense. They've improved on the defensive line. They've improved in the secondary. They've improved big time on special teams, which was their major weakness. And then when I look at the Rams, they got worse on the trenches on both sides. They lost their left tackle to retirement. They lost Von Miller. They lost 2 wide receivers in Odell Beckham and Robert Woods. They replaced these guys with a middle linebacker, an aging middle linebacker, that very good still, Bobby Wagner, but that doesn't help the trenches. And they added
Allen Robinson.
So to me, you replaced 2 good receivers with 1, and you got worse on both trenches, and you did that. You fixed that by taking a middle linebacker. I think the Rams have gotten worse slightly. I think the 49ers have gotten better. The 49ers had already owned them 6 straight games and lost to them on the road in the NFC Championship by 3 points. You're telling me they haven't made up that 3 points? I completely disagree with you.
They still got number 9 under the center, Matt Stafford.
Oh.
He's still throwing the ball to Cooper Kupp, Von Jefferson, now Allen Robinson. Solid run game. Defense has gotten better with Bobby Wagner.
It hasn't gotten better because they lost Von Miller.
They still got one of the greatest defensive players to ever play the game, Aaron Donald. Leonard Floyd's still there. No. Rams. It's a proven otherwise.
I think the 49ers have more talent than the Rams do.
It's the Rams, bruh.
The 49ers have Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Trent Williams, Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle.
Y'all got Debo? Is he playing?
No. He can't not play. He has no choice. If he misses one day, he loses his whole year of accrue. He has to play. So, yeah, we have Debo. Debo's on this roster. He's not getting traded.
Well, I'm going to go Rams.
Okay. We disagree there. That's fine. We'll leave it right now at those 3 teams. Maybe we can pull another team up. All right. So, Texans.
You should throw the Vikings up there.
Well, I think playoff. I think they've got.
Oh my!
I really do.
God.
The NFC is weak right now. Man, 7 teams in. Okay, let's go 7 teams in the NFC right now. Let's go 7 teams in the NFC. What 7 teams make the playoffs in the NFC to you?
Scroll up. Let me see. Tampa, Rams, Philly, Green Bay, Detroit, Dallas.
Detroit. God, you just.
Did I say San Francisco?
Yeah, we've got 4 up here right now. We've got the Eagles, Green Bay, the
Those
Rams,
four. Now throwing
Tampa,
throwing
49ers. That's
Dallas.
5. Actually, we've got 5. We've got
We
5.
got
So who are
5.
the other 2 teams?
Throwing Dallas and Detroit. It's gonna be out of Dallas, Detroit, and Arizona.
What about the Saints? The Saints were on the verge of making it last year.
I'm not going.
They're better.
No. Can't go.
That's what I'm saying. Minnesota can make the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Detroit can make the playoffs.
I really don't think Detroit has playoff.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, man.
We'll put them up there for you.
It's okay. All right, I'm happy now. I'm happy now. I'm in a good mood. I'm back.
Heavily disagree.
We got playoff aspirations. Y'all got us messed up. Just watch, man. Right. Just watch.
AFC. So Kansas City, I would say, do you think they still have Super Bowl hopes? I would say so, yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
They got Patrick Mahomes, bro.
Out of these teams down here, Cleveland, I would say, do you think they have Super Bowl hopes? I think it's a year early. They brought in a lot of odd people. I mean, they got to make it fit.
I can see them making the playoffs. I don't know about Super Bowl hopes.
Yeah, I think they're a playoff team, possible playoff team.
I feel like Miami can make the not Super Bowl playoffs. I got to see it all gel. But they've added a lot.
I think Tennessee,
you can't count Tennessee out either. Tennessee.
Right. I think the Raiders are probably looking at playoffs.
For sure. Yeah.
I think the Patriots are out.
Macaroni Jones ain't gonna be able to make that shake.
I don't think so either. Okay. So these are the playoff aspiration teams. Out of these playoff aspiration teams, anybody we need to move up to Super Bowl hopes?
No.
I personally think it's good, actually.
No, I think we need to sit tight.
We do need another NFC team in the Super Bowl champ material. And I really think the 49ers are better than the Rams. That's not me being a homer. You got a
coin on you? We can flip it. Let's flip a coin. You got a coin on you?
I don't have a coin.
Flip a remote.
Flip a remote.
Flip a remote.
Here, you know what? I've got a little wheel I can make real quick. Just let me figure this out. Hold on. I think that's fair. Even though we both know it's San Francisco, I think that's
We
fair.
both do not know that. We don't. And look, this is how I'm looking at it. I hope the Rams don't win a game next year. That just helps the Lions out in the draft. Like, I wanted Matt Stafford to get his one ring because I thought he was a good quarterback. I thought he was deserving of a ring. He was just in a bad situation in Detroit. He got his ring. So now the Rams could go winless in my eyes. I don't give 2 issues. I don't care no more. They can lose every game because that just helps the Detroit Lions. But I truly do believe they're still a Super Bowl caliber team. You got the remote ready. Flip that remote. Like, I ain't got no ties to the Rams no more. Like, Stafford got his ring, so, you know. Hey, listen to Niner by nature. You heard? Debo that like button for us one time for the one time. You got the remote control ready?
Here it is right here. We're going to spin it.
Hold on. Put that spinner up. Rams. That says Rams.
It didn't land on either because there's only 6 of these stupid things in here. Hold on a second. Let me hide that slice. We might have to do this a few times because it can land on nothing technically with only 2 teams in here. Yeah, we're going to hide that slice. Golly.
I'm going to ask Siri.
I'm going to ask, why would Siri know?
Siri, who's going to be the
49ers?
Who's the better
landed on the
Who's the better team,
landed on the 49ers.
The Rams or the Niners?
According to who won the Super Bowl last year. It just landed on the 49ers. So I'm right, you're wrong. Right now. Okay, there it is right there. The spinner just landed on San Francisco.
Siri, who's the best team in the NFL? She said the Rams.
Because they won the Super Bowl.
Look.
There it is. 49ers. They're up
she
there.
Ain't talking to me. I want to hear her voice. See when I don't want to hear.
Because she's connected to your stupid Wi-Fi. That's terrible.
Actually, I'm on 5G ultra wide.
Golly. You don't need to ask
Siri.
Because we already got our answer. All right.
Hey,
so
Siri.
here's what we got. Championship material. We've got
Who's
Buffalo.
the best team in the NFL?
Oh my gosh. you're so
The
annoying.
Rams eked out a win over the Bengals in Super Bowl 56 by a score of 23-20 on the 13th of February,
Thanks, Siri, for nothing.
2022.
You literally did nothing for us.
Thank you.
Thanks, Siri.
Thank you, boo-boo. I appreciate you, Siri. Go to sleep.
Gosh.
She said it.
All right, so we've got Buffalo, Denver,
You said it.
the Bucks, and the 49ers. Their champ material. Super Bowl hopes. We've got the Chargers, the Rams, the Bengals. We've got the Ravens, and we've got the Chiefs. Playoff aspirations. We got a lot of teams in there. Got the Raiders, Tennessee, Miami, Cleveland, Arizona. We got the right team, Minnesota. We've got your Lions. I don't know how the hell I let that happen. We should have spun a wheel on that one.
No, we didn't need to spin a.
Saints,
You gonna quit hating.
the Cowboys,
The Saints are
Green
outside
Bay,
looking in.
Philly. But if we're gonna put the Lions in there, the Saints certainly have a chance to make the playoffs.
And Minnesota
they lost by a tiebreaker last year.
Look, if the Lions are moving down, so is Minnesota. We split with them last year. I'm confused.
They're not. The Lions weren't moving down. They just weren't moving up. They were staying where they should have stayed.
You know what? I like where we're at.
I'm sure
So
you do.
Let's keep the show moving along. Keep the show moving.
And here's the teams that we have. Is it too early for Cabo? That's what we've got out here. We've got the Texans, the Jaguars, the Giants, the Jets. Although, man, the Jets.
I feel like the Jets and the Jags. I feel like the Jets and the Jags could do something. And Washington.
I don't think
Commanders.
So. Washington, maybe. I could see Washington. I don't see the Jets or Jags doing much of anything. They're a year away. I could see them both winning 7 games. That's doing something compared to what they've been. I think that's fair.
Okay, that's still not can probably make the playoffs. I get what you're saying. Outside shot probably could be New England and possibly Washington. Carolina got Sam Darnold and they brought in Matt Corral.
If they trade for Jimmy Garoppolo, who's a bona fide winner, maybe they'd have an outside shot.
Don't nobody want Jimmy G, bro. Nobody really. It's sad. Nobody wants Jimmy G. Baker Mayfield will get moved before Jimmy G. Don't nobody want Jimmy Buns.
I don't think either of them are.
Y'all gonna ride that contract out and be stuck with Jimmy G. Sorry. Don't nobody want Jimmy G. He's Buns. Oh,
I'm
gosh.
With you. I agree with you. The league's telling us they don't want Jimmy G. Let's be clear about that.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. I think that was good. That was a good exercise. You got in your feelings. We got a bet off, so that's good. We got a bet. Can't be mad at that, right? So it was good doing a show with you, Rad. Do you feel a little bit better? Have you woosawed? Do you need to rub your earlobe, take 10 breaths? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling okay? Okay.
I'm gravy.
I feel like you
I had fun once again. The chat was popping. All right. Y'all gonna put some respect on the Lions name. I'm telling you, bruh. We're on Hard Knocks. Y'all gonna get to see how, DC be getting down, man. The team is bought in. The city bought in. You got to trust the process. And we're about to make some things shake in Detroit. Real talk, man. They feeling this.
I don't want to risk the Wi-Fi. It's already screwed us over twice. I don't trust your Wi-Fi whatsoever. So let's wrap this up. Let's figure this out. Thank you all for tapping in. We appreciate each and every one of you. I will be back tomorrow with open mic 49er style for the call-in show. If you have not done so already, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you never miss an episode. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And until tomorrow, peace.
Holla.